You may be surprised to learn that reheating certain foods can subtly impact your health, especially as you age. Over time, it can compromise digestion, increase inflammation, and even affect cognitive function and balance without clear warning signs. Research, including findings published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, highlights how specific reheated foods can affect older adults over time. While warming up leftovers may seem harmless, certain common items can lose essential nutrients or transform into compounds that quietly burden your heart, blood sugar levels, or joints, all critical systems for staying strong and independent after 65. In this video, we'll explore 3 foods that seniors should reheat because they can enhance your well-being when warmed correctly, and 3 you should avoid because of the hidden risks. Be sure to stay with me until the end, where I'll reveal a common food that seems healthy but could be silently affecting your body with every second serving. Let's begin with the foods that support your health when reheated, boosting your energy, memory, and mobility. And before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit that button and turn on notifications so you never miss a health tip designed just for you. If you find this video helpful, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 so I can improve future content for you. 3 foods seniors should reheat. 1. Oatmeal, a warm start for the body and mind. For those in their golden years, mornings can hold a quiet strength, a time to reset with intention. Few foods capture this better than a bowl of oatmeal. Surprisingly, reheating oatmeal can actually enhance its benefits, particularly for aging bodies in need of gentle, nourishing support. When oats are cooked, cooled, and then reheated, a fascinating transformation occurs. The starches form what's known as resistant starch, a type of carbohydrate that bypasses digestion in the small intestine and nourishes beneficial gut bacteria. These friendly microbes help improve digestion, regulate blood sugar, and reduce inflammation. This isn't just science, it's practical wellness. Older adults often face slower digestion and more volatile blood sugar levels. Reheated oatmeal provides a slow-release energy source that avoids sugar spikes, supports satiety, and helps stabilize mood and focus. Additionally, oatmeal is rich in beta-glucan, a soluble fiber known for reducing LDL, bad cholesterol, an important factor for heart health in seniors. It's also naturally gentle on the stomach and highly customizable. Adding cinnamon, walnuts, or fresh berries not only boosts flavor but provides antioxidants that help combat cellular aging. Beyond nutrition, there's emotional comfort in a warm bowl of oats. On chilly mornings or slower days, it's more than food, it's a small act of care, a grounding ritual that supports both body and spirit. But not all reheated meals offer these benefits. Some foods, though seemingly comforting, can become harmful when warmed again, impacting not just digestion, but long-term joint health, nerve function, and vitality. So what's another safe, supportive dish you can reheat? One that strengthens immunity and supports bone health with every spoonful. You might already have it in your fridge, waiting to be transformed into something deeply healing. If you're still with me and enjoying these insights, comment 1 below so I know you're here. Now let's move on to the second food. 2. Vegetable soup, a nurturing blend for joints, immunity, and spirit. In the quiet of late afternoon, when the day's weight begins to show and light softens, there's something profoundly restorative about a bowl of vegetable soup. More than a comfort food, it carries generations of healing wisdom in each spoonful. For seniors, reheating vegetable soup is more than convenient, it's a chance to unlock and deepen the nutrients that develop over time. As hearty vegetables like carrots, celery, greens, and sweet potatoes simmer and rest, their cellular walls break down, releasing minerals and compounds that weren't fully accessible the first time around. When reheated, the broth becomes a rich source of antioxidants, phytonutrients, and hydration, all essential for the aging body. As immunity naturally weakens, and inflammation or joint stiffness becomes more common, soup enriched with garlic, turmeric, or parsley provides soothing, anti-inflammatory support. The warmth improves circulation, easing cold hands and feet while gently relaxing the body from within. Soup is also ideal for those with reduced appetite, a common challenge in older adults. Its texture and temperature make it easy to consume and digest, helping to maintain hydration and nutrient intake even on low-energy days. Emotionally, soup carries comfort and nostalgia. It reminds us of shared meals, family kitchens, and simpler times. In every reheated bowl, there's a moment of calm, a return to care and familiarity. For seniors managing high blood pressure, arthritis, or digestive concerns, it's a gentle way to introduce healing herbs and nutrient-dense vegetables without harsh spices or fats. And what about the grain often served beside it? You may be overlooking one of the most strengthening foods for bones, heart health, and steady energy. When reheated properly, it becomes a quiet powerhouse for healthy aging. 3. Brown rice, a steady base for strength, heart support, and longevity. There's wisdom in simplicity. And brown rice, often seen as plain, may offer some of the most meaningful support for aging bodies, especially when reheated with care. Unlike white rice, brown rice retains the bran and germ, providing fiber, B vitamins, magnesium, and selenium, nutrients essential for seniors. When cooked, cooled, and then reheated, especially with a splash of water or gentle steaming, brown rice develops resistant starch. This helps regulate blood sugar and promotes healthy digestion without stressing the pancreas. For older adults managing diabetes, cardiovascular issues, or slow digestion, this slow-release energy source can reduce fatigue and stabilize daily rhythms. It also supports the gut microbiome, nurturing the good bacteria that influence immunity, mood, and inflammation. Magnesium, which many seniors lack, is abundant in brown rice and helps with nerve function, blood pressure, and muscle relaxation, especially important for restful sleep. Emotionally, reheated rice offers comfort and familiarity. Its presence on family tables and in warm, nourishing meals connects us to a deeper rhythm of life. Reheating brown rice isn't just about saving time, it's a message to the body: you are still strong. You are still cared for. Brown rice is also versatile and easy to prepare. Mix it with soft veggies, lentils, or a drizzle of olive oil for a dish that's easy to chew and deeply satisfying. For those who find cooking complex meals difficult, it becomes a reliable foundation for daily nourishment. However, while brown rice builds us up, not every food behaves this way when reheated. In fact, some favorites can quietly work against your heart, nerves, and even cognitive clarity when warmed a second time. One particular food, often thought of as safe, might actually be doing harm each time it's brought back to the table. Stay tuned as we reveal the surprising truth, and help you make smarter choices with your leftovers starting today. 3 foods older adults should avoid reheating. 1. Cooked mushrooms, the hidden risk beneath their wholesome appeal. There's something grounding and earthy about mushrooms. They connect us to nature, a food rooted in simplicity and ancient tradition. Many older adults consider mushrooms a healthy option, low in fat, rich in antioxidants, and easy on the digestive system when freshly prepared. However, beneath their soft texture lies an important, often overlooked truth. Reheating cooked mushrooms can turn this nutritious ingredient into a potential hazard, particularly for aging bodies. Mushrooms are composed of intricate proteins and amino acids, beneficial in their fresh cooked state, but also sensitive to heat. Initially, cooking alters these proteins in a way that makes them easier to digest. But when mushrooms are cooled and later reheated, these proteins undergo another transformation. This second change can make them more difficult for the body to process, especially in seniors whose digestion may already be compromised. Younger individuals might not notice the effects, but older adults with reduced digestive enzyme production and greater gut sensitivity could experience discomfort, bloating, or nausea. The real danger, however, often lies in what goes unnoticed. If mushrooms are not stored properly or reheated thoroughly, bacteria such as Clostridium botulinum or Listeria can develop, particularly when mushrooms are cooked in butter or oil and left out too long. These microbes may not produce immediate symptoms, yet they can disrupt the digestive system and, in more severe cases, affect neurological health. And now, let's shift focus to another common kitchen staple. Bright, simple, and widely loved, but with risks few realize. Could this next food be silently undermining your stability and stirring inflammation beneath the surface? If you're still watching and finding value in this information, leave a comment with the number 1 to show you're with us. Now, let's move to the second item on our list. 2 eggs. When a reliable source of nourishment quietly becomes a strain, eggs are often seen as one of the most complete, balanced foods we can consume. A breakfast staple for generations, they offer high-quality protein, vitamin D, and choline, nutrients essential for maintaining brain function and bone strength in older adults. But here's something many don't know: once cooked eggs are reheated, their composition shifts, and not in a good way. Freshly cooked eggs are nourishing and gentle on digestion. However, storing and reheating them, even overnight, causes the proteins to change form. When reheated, especially at high temperatures or in a microwave, these proteins toughen and restructure, becoming harder for aging digestive systems to break down. This can lead to bloating, gas, or discomfort. Of greater concern is what happens to the fats and cholesterol in eggs. When reheated, particularly fried or scrambled varieties cooked in oil, these fats can oxidize, producing compounds linked to inflammation and damage to blood vessels. These changes are not theoretical, they are physiological, and especially relevant to seniors already managing heart conditions or cholesterol issues. The effects may not appear immediately, but repeated exposure can contribute to sluggishness, digestive unease, and mental fog. Over time, this simple habit, warming yesterday's eggs, can lead to chronic inflammation, elevated cholesterol, and impaired digestion. Rather than reheating, enjoy eggs freshly cooked. Soft-boiled, poached, or gently scrambled preparations preserve their nutrients and are more easily digested. What seems like a convenient time saver may quietly erode vitality, yet eggs aren't the only comfort food hiding a darker side. Our next item is perhaps the most beloved in American households, a staple of warmth and tradition, but one that may be silently sabotaging your energy, heart, and clarity of mind. 3 white potatoes, comfort food with a hidden cost. White potatoes are rich in nostalgia, holiday meals, family gatherings, and weeknight dinners where mashed potatoes brought everyone to the table. Soft and familiar, they feel like a culinary embrace from the past. But for seniors, especially those concerned with heart health, mobility, and metabolic balance, reheating white potatoes can carry significant hidden risks. White potatoes are already high on the glycemic index. Freshly cooked, they convert quickly into sugars, causing blood sugar levels to spike. But reheating them, especially after cooling and combining them with butter, oil, or cream, alters their starch structure. This makes them even more likely to promote insulin resistance and inflammation, both of which can damage nerves, blood vessels, and cognitive function. As we age, our bodies become less responsive to changes in blood sugar. Reheated potatoes can lead to post-meal crashes, tingling in the extremities, and stiffness in the joints. Chronic inflammation from this process may even accelerate age-related decline in physical and mental performance. Another risk involves storage methods. Many older adults reheat potato dishes in plastic containers, unaware that high heat can release chemicals like BPA, linked to hormonal imbalances and cardiovascular strain, into their food. You may not connect the dots between reheated potatoes and the afternoon fatigue or joint pain you experience. But over time, the effects accumulate: reduced circulation, higher blood pressure, slower healing, and less physical resilience. And unlike their sweet potato cousins, white potatoes offer few antioxidants to offset these effects. They fill the belly but offer little return in protection or vitality. In choosing warmth and tradition, we must also choose safety and health. Let white potatoes live in the memory of cherished meals, but not in your regular reheated diet.